Back to answer more goddamn questions. Picking up where we left off yesterday, same fucking guy that sent in 3 goddamn paid skis in a row, which is fine by me. He sent a paid ski for each question, separate goddamn message. So, yeah, still can't pronounce his goddamn name though. Well, at least not his last name. Boris Fed Dio 9. Paid goddamn fucking 30. P.S. Hey, J-Dog, I sort of understand the Pink Floyd panty riffs aren't exactly the classic meat and potato riffs that a lot of old heads are accustomed to, but metal evolves. I mean, dude, yeah, I understand that, but I wouldn't consider Pink Floyd by any stretch of the goddamn definition heavy metal. The older Death albums are controversial, but musically front to back, sound of perseverance is phenomenal. That's all. Rock on, devil. Keep on listening to your sounds of perseverance, brah brah. And I never said it's like horrible music. I've never said that. I just said it's not death metal. So yeah, keep on jamming it, brah brah. It makes no difference to me either way. This goddamn order question. Austin Jessup. Uh, goddamn motherfucking J-Dog. I can't remember if you have already answered this or not, but how often do you bust out your 7-inch collection and listen to them? Not that often, to be completely honest with you. Um, for a few reasons. One, they're kind of in an inconvenient spot. They're not an inconvenient spot. Yeah, I mean, it's just I don't know. It's time consuming, man. Um, they're in 7-inch boxes. They're in my closets. They're all alphabetized. Um, but yeah, a little bit of an inconvenient formats. But I do like them. I think it's the true goddamn underground format. What I do, generally speaking, when one comes out and I get one that I like, is I spin it like I'm not even joking. Like usually it's at the shop, and I'll spin it like 2 to 3 times in a row, and then I'll do that over the next course of 2 weeks or whatever. Throw it on several times, so I listen to like 10, 15 times, kind of really get to know it, and then who knows when I'll go back to it. But again, another reason why I don't bust them out too much is because a lot of my favorite ones they have come out on other shit like CDs. For example, a lot of the and I'm not giving it because it's a bias. A lot of my favorite 7-inch songs ever written were the Nunslaughter songs, and you can get them covered by getting those Devil's Conjuries double disc CDs that Hell's put out. And I don't know what Volume 5 is. Shit, it might be out by the time you see this goddamn video. I know it's shipped. It's, never goddamn know nowadays. Enough of the goddamn scuttlebutt behind the scenes. Somebody dropped the ball and getting shit done on time. Um, so the number 5 is the next one. We have some 4s in stock, but 1 through 3 are all sold out, I believe. So those are convenient. Those are, to be honest with you, if I can only pick, like, people are like, oh, I don't know where to start with Nunslaughter, what would the dog choose from? If it was me and I can only buy it for the music, not the collectability, the cool versions, like I said, the Burn the Cross, 7-inch shit, how cool they look and stuff. If it's just strictly a physical format to listen to convenient format music, I would buy Hell's Unholy Fire, the first album, and I would buy all the Devil's Conjuring CDs. That's what I buy because Hell's Unholy Fire and then most of the 7-inches I like more than the other albums. Like a lot. It's funny because Goat's the most popular album. That's like their Hammer Smash Face fucking album, and I think Goat's great. Don't get me wrong. Crown and Conquering Hag Open Song's a great song. Satanic Slut's a hit. Raid the Convent. I think that by the crowd favorite, I'm pretty sure that is considered their Hammer Smash Face. Their Overkill Fuck You. Um, it's not my favorite fucking song by them, but it is a very good song, and especially with the goddamn Kanye backing vocals. I mean, it's comical too. Um, Jesus is Doomed, that last song with Kanye doing the goddamn Dr. Claw vocals, fucking goddamn classic. It's funny because goddamn Church Bazaar covered that song. Um, you never think somebody would do that. And I was like, oh shit, fucking goddamn Jens and the boys know what's up. Um, Hacks obviously is great. Smell the Burning Churches is one of my favorite Nunslaughter songs. But I'm just saying, as a whole, a lot of my favorites are the 7-inches. So that covers that. I've told you before, some of my other favorite 7-inches are the Destroyer 666 7-inches, right? Well, that's covered. If you got the To the Devil Is Due release, because that's all 4 7-inches on there, the first 3 plus the fourth one, right? Right, the See You in Hell. Is that on there? I think that's on there. The See You in Hell, the much later, the comeback 7-inch. But nonetheless, the fucking classic 3 are that are absolutely mandatory in my goddamn opinion. The Satanic Speed Metal, King of Kings, and the of Wolves, Women, and War. So out of convenience, I'll throw that CD on the car and shit like that. Hemorrhage. Their 7-inch are all, well, most of them at this point, if not all of them. There's a couple that came out post. Their 7-inch are covered by getting the those forensic files CDs. There's part 1 and part 2. So I have those. So I generally listen to those. Um, Mortician, like their 7-inches were kind of just pointless, other than goddamn Mortal Massacre. It was Zombie Apocalypse and the House by Cemetery. I mean, granted, I own those just to collect them because as a super fan, but it's kind of like, what do you need those for? It's just to put the CD on. It's missing half the goddamn songs. Um, in Balmer, there was blood everywhere. Same goddamn thing. Just put on the CD. You got the Rotten Body Fluids demo on there as well. Flesh Parade Kill Whitey, same fucking thing. Like, I own it just as a collectible thing, piece of metal history. But I mean, am I ever busting that out and listening to it? No, never. It just sits there. It's kind of like, I'd be like, well, that's pointless. Why do you buy records? Like, dude, but it is. I mean, it's all pointless technically. You can listen on YouTube if you want to, but it's like collecting baseball cards or collecting comic books. Well, maybe comic books are worse because you can read those. But like collecting baseball cards or collecting stamps, it is no different than that. I just think it's a hell of a lot cooler than looking at. I mean, looking at stamps, how goddamn boring is that? Holy fuck! What are you, 92 years old? That's the boringest goddamn fucking shit in the world. Uh, Collecting cars that, like, you guys got those cars, those old fashioned cars. They'll drive them once a year. So you have a car that you drive once a year. What the fuck's the point of that? It costs you goddamn 100 grand or whatever it was. You're spending all this time, but they'll take them to car shows, hoods up, and they're just looking at the hoods. Man, that is one fine looking engine. Fuck yeah. How boring is that? But I mean, it makes you happy, and that's your hobby. I mean, I know people, no names mentioned, um, and they're older or whatever. Let's just say they may or may not be family members or something like that. They're retired, they're old, and they're depressed, and they're fucking miserable. And I look at their life, I'm like, because you have no hobbies, you have no activities. You need something to stimulate the brain. That is just the way the human goddamn shit race is. You can't just be a fucking slug watching TV with zero fucking purpose. You need to keep your mind active. And hobbies help with that. You have like a sense of something to do, something to tackle, whether it's, sorting your records out, reading the lyrics, whatever. It's a fucking hobby. So, because somebody else going to go and say, what's the point of even owning it then? I mean, well, because, I mean, like, what else are you kind of spending your money on? I mean, I spend my money on, let's just forget necessity shit, bills and shit like that, obviously. Get that out of the way. But other than that, like, I don't buy too much shit. I buy a bunch of fucking goddamn anything that's bodybuilding related, supplements and shit like that I take. That's an expense, and metal related. Outside of that, dude, I don't drive a fancy ass fucking car. I always, whenever I get a car, I get a brand new car, whatever that year is, but I get something cheap like a Kia or something. I don't need some fucking $100,000 vehicle. It's a waste of God. Now, could I afford something more than a brand new car than a Kia? Fuck yeah, I can, but it's unnecessary. It's 4 wheels. It's from one destination to another. I don't fucking need all this elaborate dumbass shit. As long as it's new, it's not a fucking clunker, a goddamn jalopy that's going to break down on the side of the fucking road. Ride smooth. It has air conditioning. That's all I fucking need. Like, I don't need this elaborate crap. I don't need goddamn super nice shoes and shit, dude. I don't buy a new pair of shoes until my fucking toes are hanging out, literally. And as a matter of fact, I so goddamn wear those things in the goddamn ground. Elcat thinks it's so fucking embarrassing. She goes out and just puts them on the goddamn cart. You need new goddamn shoes. You look like a fucking goddamn bum. Pants, same thing. What grown man changes his pants every day? What do you get, spaghetti sauces on them? You shit in your fucking drawers? You a fucking 2-year-old? You need a goddamn diaper? Who the fuck wears a new pair of pants? I wear these things out until they look like ass. Shirt, yeah, you're sweating and stuff. Pants, that's what's got the gotchis on. Catch the goddamn sweat underneath there. You don't need to change your goddamn pants every day. That's fucking jock, douchebag, fucking fancy pants, Abercrombie and Fitch, fucking JoJo want nothing to do with. Fucking bozos do that crap. Got my new goddamn Levi's on. Fucking gay as fuck. So I don't spend my money on a lot of other shit. So what else are you gonna spend your fucking money on? Just stuff it in a bank account. Then when you die, fucking goddamn, if you have no family or no kids or anything like that, you just gotta go to the goddamn government. Trying to save your goddamn money, and I'm huge on saving money, and that's because I do have somebody that relies on me. That's obviously the wife. The dog's the goddamn primary bread earner, so it's nice to have juicy money. That way, if I fucking pass away, then she'll just get it all, and I don't want her to have to fucking have to worry about money. So I have that incentive, so I don't just go around blowing money. But for pleasure shit, I don't spend much money on myself at all. Like not at all. I'm actually pretty conservative on buying crowds. Don't need it, don't care, don't want it. So, but I think that I like enjoying collecting records, especially when I'm a super fan of a band. You know, some of the ones I just mentioned, the Tish and Merciful Fate and stuff like that. I mean, when I go and buy a Merciful Fate picture disc or whatever, am I listening to that damn thing? I own like Merciful Fate Dead Again picture disc. I own the bootleg pressing of it, and I own the double picture disc of it. Do I listen to those? No, I've never spun them once. It's just a collectible thing, like collecting baseball cards. So a lot of the 7-inches on that goddamn category is what I'm getting at. Now there's some I would like to bust out that I probably haven't in a while. But yeah, a lot of them gotten reissued and stuff. You know, again, like it would have been the Fatal 7-inch. That's on the compilation Necroharmonic put out. Necroharmonic put out a tons of cool shit, where it was the 7-inches, the demos, you know, Crematory, the Corpse Molestation. He's done a ton of shit. I'm drawing up goddamn blanks, but a lot of that. So I generally listen to those out of goddamn convenience. But it's cool to own the OG release, no doubt about it. And but that part is, I make no bones about it. It's like the baseball cards. So yeah, not as often as I like, but I do. I will say this: when I do flip through them, it is kind of fun going down memory lane. You know what I mean? You got them. Roger King, paid question. Hello again, Mr. Horrible. This is the journalist who asked you a few questions about racism in the underground metal community. Oh, this fucking clown, man. I just want to let you know that my story will be airing on CNN next Monday at 9 p.m. Shit, I appreciate that, brah. Fucking tons of goddamn exposure for the fucking dog right there. Dog should be up to 20K subs overnight. No such thing as bad publicity. Standard time and you'll be featured in the segment. Just want to let you know that you are finished. Done. Fry. No such thing as bad publicity, brah. So bring it on. Bring it on. Dogs ain't shaking no booties over here. You might as well change your name to Corn Dog, or perhaps Corn Dog, put with a K, since I heard you prefer your corn with a K. Said the exact opposite. Keep while I'm watching, Brotown. P.S. What happened to the hottie that used to be on your videos? What's her name? Hellcat? The Hellcat? I mean, her name's fucking Lindsay, but we called her. Well, I just said L Dog in a video that she was on, and it was somebody said in the comments, well, wouldn't she be a female, and why not L Cat? And I was like, and I don't have all the lines right off the top of my head. I was like, obviously that was obvious. And then it was Athnar said, call her Hell, like Hellcat. You guys call whatever the fuck you want. I was like, I don't know. There's no set goddamn code names. But as far as why she's not on camera, she doesn't like doing it. She just kind of feels weird, and then she hears all the douchebags in the comments, saying stupid shit. So she doesn't. She's not as well, I guess most people aren't as goddamn just lack of better words in that department, just bulletproof like the dogs. The dog don't fucking care. Like, say whatever I want. It makes zero difference to me, because when I see the comments, again, outside some of the people that now I've met, and I can put the face to the user ID, and there's a good handful that comment daily that I've met in person. I'm like, oh, now I put the name of the face. It's just a bunch of, to me, it could be just a robot. It could be it doesn't mean anything. It's people that don't even exist, and if they do, I'm never going to meet them. And I mean, if I did, I never cared what people, even people I do know. I was always a person. Other people's opinions don't concern me, both good or bad. Give you a prime fucking example, dude. This is why I don't listen to goddamn people's opinions. I just probably the second or third movie I watched this year. I think it was like a week or two ago I watched it. I think it was last week. That X-Men Dark Phoenix. That was the only X-Men movie I never seen. I like all the X-Men movies. Those are my favorite Marvel movies. That was my favorite Marvel everything. Those were the comics I collected as a kid. X-Men and The Punisher. Those were the ones. Those were my preference. And didn't see it because, well, it went out of the theater fast. And I remember Lindsay and I were talking. She said, "Oh man, the reviews are terrible." And I don't know why she brought that up. She should know me by now. Like, I don't go by reviews. I don't give a fuck what some douche fucking bag says. Goddamn, and who I've never met. Why do I care what this total stranger says? I don't. I could care less. I go there and I make up my own mind. Bad reviews, bad reviews. So I hear that, and then it came out of theater after a week. So I guess it must be a flop. I go and watch the goddamn thing on the fucking, what is it, Disney Channel, whatever that owns all Marvel, the other night, and I thought it was great. Totally enjoyed it. Now, was it the best fucking X-Men movie out there? No, but it was definitely, I was entertained, and I liked the goddamn movie. Hence why I don't take the opinions of others. I don't care what someone's opinions. I want to listen to it or watch it or experience it myself, taste that cheeseburger myself, and make up my own decision. I don't care what anyone thinks, whether I like the person or I don't. I do not fucking care. Don't care. So that's me, but obviously she doesn't fall in that category. She just gets annoyed when people say shit, stuff like that. Like, well, just stay out of the comments. Which is easier for her to stay out of the comments now when it's just about me because she's kind of used to it. She doesn't look at my videos. She doesn't look at them. She doesn't watch them. She doesn't read the comments. Just it's just kind of like a part of their daily life now. Like it's just something I do part of the day and for the job, and like doesn't even think anything of it. It's like I'm just at work doing it. Doesn't even think anything of it. When we're talking about topics, she doesn't ask. She just doesn't care. So, but if she was on a video, um, you can be more inclined. Oh, what do they say about me? So, and again, not everybody can take it. I understand. Not everybody's the same. I mean, yeah, I just don't give a fuck. So she doesn't come on the goddamn channel. So I'm not gonna say she'll never be on again. She probably will pop on something, but that's why. Kyle Jennings, pain question. Yo, dog, was cool meeting you at Heavy Hell last year. Got a 2-ski for you. He did send 20 USD. 2 skis are better than a 1 ski. I agree with that. Thoughts on Deteriorate's Rotting in Hell? I mean, it's death metal that's a little too slow for my goddamn taste. It's cool. Paul's cool. It's a background listen for me. It's kind of like later Incantation stuff. We saw me wearing an Incantation shirt. Actually, fucking Diabolical Conquest. I love this record. But even this record, it has some boring parts. They kind of all do, to be honest with you. Do I think, like Onward of Golgotha, I very much like that record, but do I think every riff on there is badass, jamming out, fucking. Do I think it's as good as at the first 4 Deicides? No, I don't think it's even close. Do I think it's heavier than the first 4 Deicides? Fuck yeah, it is. Uh, do I like it a lot? Yes. Favorite songs, Devour Death. But it's got parts where it's, gets a little monotonous. Um, that's why pretty much after Blasphemy, I checked out. Nothing by Incant sucks. Very respectable band, goddamn death metal legends. It's kind of like a lot of stuff that I say, like whether it be the war metal or what have been the bands like the Scourges or the Brodequins. I like some of the stuff, but I don't need 20 albums by that. So by Blasphemy, I kind of signed out. Diabolical Conquest, this was actually the first album I bought. I bought, obviously, this is a fucking repress. Um, I bought the Relapse Diabolical Conquest shirt I was in middle school. I think it was 8th grade. That was the first Incantation shirt I bought, and I bought that with the CD and the CD, the shirt from Relapse Records, because I heard it on one of the Resound comps. Um, but like I said, after Blasphemy, that's kind of where the Deteriorate stuff's coming in. It's cool, it's the background, but it's too slow for me. Just like a lot of the Finnish stuff. I like some Finnish death metal. Dude, I gotta say, my favorite Finnish stuff is probably what most people don't think is the abhorrent stuff. The not abhorrence. I do like the abhorrence. Is the Amorphous. Tales from a Thousand Lakes Down. That stuff. That's my favorites. Granted, that's slower too, but I do enjoy that the most. Um, but yeah, it just falls in that category to where I'm more of a when it comes to standard death metal outside the very obvious shit that I say a million times. I'm more, I'm more like, yeah, goddamn the Sinister guy, the first 2 Gorefest guys. So as far as like a mid pace, another band from there is Dissect, the Swallowing Swarming Mass. That's fucking great. Altar, shit like that. You know what I mean? I'm more Centurion, more of that guy. You know what I mean? More just not necessarily all blasting. You know what I mean? Because like Gorefest, those first 2, they're not. They got blasts on there, I guess. I mean, here and there a little bit, especially Falls. It's got a couple parts to do. Yeah, with a slow, sludgy kind of just doomy, in my opinion. I'm just not big on it. It's not big on it. So check the similar artist tab on Metal Archives if you're unfamiliar. I am unfamiliar. What am I checking on, bro? Will you be at Heavy Hell this year? No, I will not. Pungent Stench and Broadicum will be there. Is Pungent Stench going to be there, or is it the fucking cover band Pungent Stench? For example, is Alex Wink singing? Well, no, he's not. Well, then I'm not interested. That's not Pungent Stench. Alex Wink is he's the front man of the fucking band, and I would like to interview him because if they have a falling out, those guys, more crybabies that are bitching about who the fuck knows what. I could be wrong on that. I think I've heard that similar to like Tank's situation and whatever fucking goddamn pussy boys are out there in these bands that they can't get along for whatever dumbass fucking reasons. Um, I mean, at the end of the day, unless the guy fucked your wife or something, it's like just get over it. At this point, just run it as a goddamn business. Because I can assure you, Punch and Stench ain't doing it because it's all about the metal, bro. Granted, I don't think they're fucking clearing 100K a year, but they're getting a side paycheck and they're just doing it for money. I can promise you they ain't fucking going home and listening to Incantation and Deathmetal. They're just fucking not. Could be wrong. It's a possibility. I've been off. One of my first videos, who did I use? Ross Dolan as a goddamn benchmark. Does he still listen to death metal? And I stand corrected. He does. I'm like, and I said there is exceptions. I'm just saying, but he kind of clarified in the interview with them too. He's like, most guys his age don't. And I'm like, yeah, that's all I'm saying. I didn't know that he personally still. Yeah, he's even older from us. So, I stand corrected. So maybe Pungent's in that state, but I highly doubt it. So having said that, it's like I just kind of cared about seeing it with Wink. And another thing is, too, first two albums and demos fucking split with Blood, split with Harmonic Orchestra stuff only. That goddamn Club Mondo I remember that being an unlistenable goddamn turd, and I never listened to anything since. I can't imagine it's fucking awesome. So it'd have to be an old school set, first two albums down, and with Alex on it. Otherwise, that's not Punch and Stench. That's Punch and Stench karaoke, in my opinion. Again, if that's what it is, and I have a feeling that is what it is, because I remember hearing something about one of the guys that did, who knows, maybe he's on something, but I can't remember what. But he's doing it on his own and he has to call it under another name. Is that BS? If it is, I don't give a fuck. Brodequin, I'm not making 5 hour drive for Brodequin. I seen him the prime, brought back when Chad Walls was still drumming for him. On Instruments of Torture before Festival of Death. That's what the DAWG scene. I'm not saying I want to watch them now, but I'm just saying not for 5 hours. If they're playing Cleveland, yes, I'll go. But I'm not for a 5 hour drive. I remember looking at the list. I don't think there was one other goddamn thing on there I cared about, or if it was shit that's like, oh, that's on Hell's. I've seen it a million times. Seen this band a million times, but there was nothing. God Dethroned wasn't on that goddamn list. Disaster wasn't on that list. These are bands that would draw me. Denali Guy wasn't on that list. Attic wasn't on that goddamn list. Hemorrhage wasn't. Bird Flesh wasn't. General Surgery wasn't. These are bands that, like, yes, I would drive 4 hours to see. 100% if they're on there. So that's why I'm throwing those names out there. Gospel of Horns Reunion, I would definitely go to see that. Destructor from goddamn Australia, I would definitely go see that. I would drive 4 hours for all this shit. But yeah, reunion Brodequin, which I pretty much checked out after the second album. Granted, it's all good. I did listen to one of the new songs before the album came out. I was like, oh shit, this actually sounds like Brodequin. This is pretty good. But again, I don't need 20 albums by that style of music. When I listen to them, I listen to Instruments of Torture, which I still like very much to this day. Thoroughly enjoy it every time I put it on. But that dog won't be there. He's signing out. Get that goddamn General Surgery Disaster and fucking God there next year. Dog's definitely there. Consequences are, but the guy boss get out the red morning later, goddamn it.